that you're back joining me today. And as you can see today, I'm sitting here in front of our booth, and we are at the Springfield Antique and Garden Market. And I'm here with Sweet Mama today. She helped me in my booth. She's got stuff in here too, and we've been busy for the last couple of weeks. We've been making Santas and samplers, and so we've got all kind of good stuff. But I thought I'd share with you today. I'm going to go around and let you meet some of the vendors and show you some of the pretty things that they have in their booths. It's just, I can't wait to, it's about an hour before we're getting ready to open, so I've got a little bit of time. Hopefully I can do a little bit of shopping before we get started and get open.
Yeah,
but
let's go shop.
So have you found anything yet that you're dying to get?
There's a lot of stuff right here I want to see.
Yeah, there's a lot of pretty things. Yeah. All right, well, me and Mom are going to go around and take a look at everything, and let's just go see what we can find.
Let's see what we found in my treasure.
Y'all, the first thing I want to do is I just want to say a special thanks to all of you that came to the show, all of you that came into the booth and met Mama and me, and we just got to meet so many wonderful people from that I've met through YouTube, and we took so many pictures, and I'm so mad at myself that I didn't get someone to take pictures with my camera so I could have shared all the special people I met that were, had seen me through my YouTube channel. But anyway, y'all, it was a blessing to us, and it really was a special day for Mama and for me too. Now here's one of the Santas that we made. And there's some of my samplers. That's a Santa that Mama made. He was coming out of the chimney. And that's an alphabet sampler that I made. Now this is my friend Sherry Bagots' booth. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen Sherry on my YouTube channel. And she has the most wonderful early antiques. That cupboard is so pretty, and I absolutely adore this beast gap that was sitting on top of that cabinet. It was made out of like a rye basket's made from. And that's an old corn husk broom, and it's actually an antique one. I always say, Sherry, where do you find all this great stuff? It just amazes me. And that beautiful basket. Mama fell in love with that basket, and she came real close to getting that basket. That wonderful wallpaper box. And I love this old red cupboard. Now, if y'all see anything in this booth that you can't live without, Sherry will be set up this weekend, November 10th and 11th, in Arcola, Illinois, at the Country Spirit Antique Show. And I'm sure there'll be lots of other wonderful vendors there as well. Now this booth belonged to Linda Key and her husband, and they were the sweetest couple. And I just fell in love with that beautiful blue coverlet that they had hanging on the back of their wall. It was gorgeous. There's that pretty coverlet. She also had a lot of pretty Crocs in that pretty red cabinet. This booth belonged to David and Debbie Woodard, And they were the sweet couple that actually hosted the Springfield Antique and Garden Market show. And they have wonderful, wonderful early pieces. And I'm sure most of you remember that I did a tour of Debbie and David's house on my YouTube channel earlier this year. I actually bought a rye basket from them that you can see it back over there in the corner. It's kind of tall and it has a lid on it. I bought that and brought it home and put it in my living room. I'll show you guys what I did with it. But they always have the best early lighting. Wonderful old rug. And oh my word, that cake crock was just amazing. There's a close-up view of it. And this is my dear friend James Humphrey's booth. And James always has wonderful antiques. And I've bought so many things from him through the years. Thought that was a wonderful Santa hanging on the wall. And that table with that rug, just that whole setup right there was so pretty. Hi, James. And I thought that sled was so pretty. Be pretty sitting on a table. In the middle of your table in your kitchen or something for Christmas, I thought would be so pretty. This booth belonged to Monty Young, and he is out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And he had just really, really gorgeous early antiques. And you can see here, these pantry boxes he had were so pretty. I love the colors on them. They were gorgeous. And then those Crocs he had were so pretty. I loved that one on the bottom. That ovoid Croc was so pretty. And I actually bought that little Croc on the bottom of the second shelf, the bottom shelf, that had the one handle to put some of my wooden ware in my kitchen. I didn't get the name of the man that had this booth, but I know him when I see him because I've bought from him for years at different shows. And he used to set up at our Nashville flea market. And I usually always find something in his booth. Now this booth belonged to Tina and Perry Day. And both of these two sweet folks were both so talented. Tina designs all of these jackets herself, and then she creates them out of old antique quilts. And they are so cute. I saw so many people walking around with one of these on, and they were darling. And And she really specializes in a lot of vintage clothing. And then her husband, Perry, my goodness, he is talented. He is a folk artist, and he has made all of these items. And the detail, and I just fell in love with that little elephant. I thought he was so cute. But he put some of the vintage caster wheels under them that, makes them look like an old folk art toy. It was just amazing. That he was just so talented to do this. I love that old worn broom. And these two ladies, they were the sweetest ladies. They were sisters, and they had so many vintage Christmas items in their booth. And Mama bought the most wonderful Santa that he was, I think he was from like the early 1900s, and he was so neat. She's gonna use him this Christmas to decorate with. He was so pretty. This booth belonged to a lady named Wanda Sh, and she is an amazing artist. And she does all these wonderful paintings that you see in her booth she has done. And she also has the most beautiful gardens. She lives in Springfield, Tennessee. And come next spring, I'm going to be taking a trip to her gardens and doing a video to show you they're amazing. This booth right here would absolutely have blown my grandson Cooper's mind. He's 9 years old, and he collects vintage knee hugger elves. And she had a tree in her booth that was absolutely covered in these little elves. So, of course, Mama and I had to pick him out one and take him one home to add to his little collection. But she had the prettiest vintage Christmas items in her booth. And she actually has a booth for any of you that would like to visit her booth. She has a booth in White House, Tennessee at a place called Tennessee Flea. And Cooper, my little grandson, and I, we frequent her booth quite often. I got this basket from the Woodards. It's a rye basket, and it has a lid on it. And I just loved it. I'm just got a thing for rye baskets. So I thought I'd share with you guys what I did with it. This is a little ovoid crock that I bought at the show. Got a good price on it, and I thought that'd be perfect sitting on my little cricket table in front of my fireplace. This little piece I bought from Sherry. It's a little loom of some sort, and it's got some flax in it. And there's a little piece on the back there that you can see where somebody had weaved something, a little piece of something. But I thought it looked good. I've got it in there with some of my spinning wheels, and I love that little piece. These were just a couple of Crocs that I got, and put some of my potato mashers in there. And then this one I put in my kitchen window, just with some of my wooden stuff. And then I bought this yesterday on Facebook Marketplace, this bee sting crock, another one that I got lucky and got a good price on. Couldn't pass it up. Hey guys, I'm so glad that you're back joining me today. I am here in historic Smiths Grove, Kentucky.
Yes.
And I am at the Garden Patch on Main. And this is my friend Esley Pelly. And this is your darling little shop, right?
That is right. We
Yeah.
have been here, gosh, I started the Garden Patch in 1999. And
that's been a while.
yeah, we have
Yeah.
evolved and we landed here. We used to be open on our farm.
Oh, okay. And your farm is just down
A
the
mile
street, right?
out, right. We are my husband was a dairy farmer for years. So,
Oh, okay.
you know, I quit my job and thought I was going to help him milk cows. There is no
Oh, no,
way.
this is a lot more fun than milking cows.
I know. And
Yeah.
so, but we were open out there seasonally, and we had this open, and so now we are here full time.
Okay.
We bring all of our spring flowers, all of our fall pumpkins, all of our seasonal, whatever the season is what I am.
And this is the thing about Esley. She's so good at putting, making wreaths, making Christmas greenery wreaths. And you said that all of it is just natural here, grown around. Y'all go out and gather up all the greens.
My
and
favorite
make your-
word is foraging.
Yes, you used that word on me, foraging.
You know,
okay.
whether it's dried flowers, dried weeds, whether it's mushrooms to add into a wreath. It's the cedar that we cut. We do have a farm, and we cut lots of it off there. But then I have lots of great neighbors too. You know,
That always comes in handy.
the corn tops. You know,
Yeah,
everything. And so we like to say foraging.
Yeah. So, well, now I know that Esley, you'll be doing an open house this weekend.
Yes, we are starting on Thursday,
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday here.
Okay, now then you'll also have the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, which
Yes.
everybody's always geared up to decorate.
Right, and
for
the
then.
shop's small Saturday, and then Sunday. But on those 3 days, we do lots and lots of our fresh wreaths that we make here in house. We have fresh garlands. We do a lot of pots where you can buy the pot, take it home, and put it in your urn. And it's full of fresh greenery and sticks and pine cones.
Ooh, I bet
and
that's
that
pretty.
way, yes,
that's
you
pretty.
all have seen your front door decorated and your yard and your everything. And then there'll be 2 dead mums on either side of your door. You have
Right.
seen that time and time again. So
like, get rid of the
I
mum.
know. So this way we get them out, the mums out, throw them out. And we have pots that you can just drop in your urns, and they're instant, ready to
Okay.
go, and affordable.
Good.
So
Okay,
that's
well,
the
that sounds
second
great.
weekend. But we're open 7 days a week till Christmas.
7 days a week. And what are
Yeah.
your hours?
We are open 9:30 to 5 most days,
Okay.
and then Sundays we're open 12:30 to 4.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. You don't ship, right?
We do not ship. No,
Okay.
we have not gotten into that.
Yeah.
I know. We're
Some
not
things
ready
you
to
just
ship
can't
a
ship.
cedar tree. You know, we
Right.
just.
There's just some things you can't ship.
I know.
Yeah.
And so driving down the interstate. Our town sits right on I-65.
Oh, you're
So
like
we're
less than
a
what,
mile,
maybe?
yes,
Yeah, 2 minutes off the interstate.
So you can
Okay.
stop in and see us anytime.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Well, I'm going to take you guys through this shop. I'm going to walk around and show you all the different things she has. You do have decorator items and those
Oh,
sorts of
yes.
things, but she's got all kinds of, like you said, food, dips,
Yes, lots of
jewelry.
locally
Um,
made. So we like to specialize on locally made or
right.
Kentucky made, really close. But then, you guys, all of our antiques are for sale, and I've got some great things inside. I hope you'll look
Well, I
at.
will. We will.
All right.
I'm going to show you all those things, and thank you for having me today.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
thanks so much for being
Okay.
here.
All righty.
All
All right,
righty.
guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And again, thanks for joining me. Thanks for all of you that have subscribed and all of you that like and share my videos. I appreciate it. And I'll just get in here and get busy.
All right. Well, that'll be
Okay.
terrific.
All right.
Thank you.
Now, this darling house that's home to the Garden Patch on Main was built in 1856. And Esley's lucky enough to have her shop in this darling little house. And those giant bells are adorable. And they were really cute. She had them setting on, I guess it looked like two barrels that she had setting like as you walk up the steps. And this was the cutest wreath. This wreath was made out of a strap off of an old barrel, a metal strap, and then she just hung 3 rusty bells from that metal strap and just added a burlap bow and greenery, and it was just adorable. And of course, this cedar tree, oh my goodness, nothing screams primitive Christmas like a cedar tree. And I loved all these long stockings that she had hanging off of this tree. I have to say this was my favorite. And she had made little ornaments out of gourds and had put a little beard on them, but they were just little hanging gourds that she had painted. Of course, she had her tree put in this brown, just primitive old wooden box. It was really cute. Now, Esley also, with it, Thanksgiving still coming up, and so many people, we love Thanksgiving, and we don't want to skip the Thanksgiving holiday. So she added red bows, and you'll see here just in a second. First of all, she took this cedar tree and just tucked some dried corn, some dried hydrangea blooms, some, let's see here, some pods, from some seed pods, looks like may have been of sunflower, just a little tribute to Thanksgiving. And then she said as soon as Thanksgiving's over, she'll, make that all Christmas. But she added red bows to her corn husk wreath. Yeah, it was really so cute. You could just see this driving down the road, and it just really caught your eye. Her front porch, the way she had it decorated at her shop was just darling. So now let's go inside and see what Esley has inside this cute shop. The first thing I see is this wonderful staircase. And you can just tell from that staircase how old this house is. And Esley has made all these cute wreaths. Those cute little candle rings. There you can see the top of the stairs. And this was the cutest little idea. It was tea, and on there it says, "I needed a friend, God sent me you." That'd be the sweetest little gift to give to a friend. So cute. And Esley and her daughter make this fresh pumpkin bread and bring it into the shop and sell it. And I actually had some last night, and it was delicious. I like this wreath with the bells hanging on it. I thought it was really pretty. And she's so reasonable on her wreaths. And I love this little sign. I thought it was cute. Thought it would be cute on my front porch. And she also carries a line of the candleberry candles. And a line of soaps, just like she was saying, we were talking earlier. All of her items in her store are locally made. Another cute wreath. Looks like she has a big selection of, I think they call that milk glass. The cabinet's full of it. Now here's a little picture of the history of the house that her shop resides in. And I guess that was a drawing someone did of that house. I liked that wreath too. I thought that one was neat. I loved the vintage Santa Claus. It was made out of some thin wood. It was so cute hanging on her wall. Lots of greenery. We just really had a fun time today up here. We got to go through Esley's shop, and then we walked across the street. It's like a little area of antique shops. that Esley's surrounded by, and we got to go in the different antique shops, and there were a lot of pretty things. She got lots of pretty jewelry for those of you that like jewelry, and t-shirts and sweatshirts. Yeah, here's some of the jewelry and the sweatshirts I was just talking about. Yeah, they all kind of have that vintage look. Lots of cute little gifts in here. And there's those giant bells. Another one of those wreaths like she had on the front door with the hoop from the old barrel. Now this little back room here had a lot of plants, I guess, that she grows, and she said this room is usually full of a lot more plants. But these candles smell so good. This was a local line of candles that she gets. Yeah, there's some of the plants that she grows. But she said now after Thanksgiving, this room will be full of greens and poinsettias and, a lot of Christmas type plants. Those little snowmen were made from, I think they call them pie pan gourds. And I love these ornaments. I thought they were pretty. That was the neatest old primitive cabinet there. Love those gourds hanging on it with a little greenery. I bet you Esley grew that lavender and dried it herself. And those of you that like more of the country French or shabby chic, or she had some things in there for you too. My daughter would probably like that cabinet full of stuff. Now in this room, she had a lot of food items. Like I believe this was Hop and John soup. Never had that before. Seven bean soup. Can't say that I've had that one either. Now this one did sound really good to me. It was red beans and rice, and I do love that. Again, lots of sweet gifts to give through Christmas. Thought that was pretty. She'd made an arrangement in a blue enamelware bowl. Some more of those pretty ornaments. That one has the red cardinal. Now, Esley did give me some of this one year. It's you add it to sour cream and mayonnaise, and it makes the best dips for vegetables or chips. And I actually bought my daddy some of this. This was sorghum, and he thinks that's the best stuff there ever was. So I got him a jar of that. Hope you enjoy that, Daddy. But yeah, guys, this was a fun little shop. And like we said, it's just right off the interstate. If you're coming off of I-65, she's just within a couple of minutes off the interstate.